Hola, Van Scooter Shackelford, Bonnie Lake Cowboy here today. Coming to you from the Double S Ranch in Bonnie Lake, Washington. It's Monday, February 9th, 2015, show number 14. We're outside again today. It's not a bad day out. It's 52, 54 degrees today, so it's just cloudy. I would show you out there, but there's nothing there. It's just clouds, and it's pretty but ugly at the same time, so it's all right. We was over at our friends Tom and Chris this weekend, and Tom and I were just having a few of the beers, and we started talking about this and that and the other. And Tom does not have a restroom in his garage, although the garage is plenty big enough he could have one in there, but he does not. So the guys, we just go outside, go around back of the garage and pee there. The girls go in the house, obviously, but Tom was saying, we could need to invent something so we didn't have to go outside and go pee. I'm like, yeah, you need like a urinal in here somewhere. And we got to looking around. He goes, no, I know what we can use. Think about this. It works. You take a round oil pan that you change the oil in, the round one that has the spout on the end of them, and they have the one that the screw lid on them. Take that urinal, or that the oil pan, turn it upside down so the nozzle is pointing down. Next, screw that against your wall. Get your piece of hose that goes over that nozzle, clamp it on, go down to your wall, get you a keyhole saw, drill you a hole out there, and run the hose out the back of your garage as far as you want. If you don't mind peeing in front of the other guys, go out there, and if you want the privacy, make a little curtain rod or something up there. But we thought that was a good idea to put your urinal on. I mean, that's just the things that he and I get to talking about when we're over at his house. It gets me quite hysterical sometimes. Because the things that he and I discuss is kind of funny. I'm enjoying a Men's Room Red today, made by Elysian Brewery up in the Seattle area. They got several breweries up there. Make a lot of beers, guys. Good stuff. And this is good stuff. I found about this from the Men's Room, 99.9 KISW. Rock of Seattle, the Men's Room, with Miles and Thrill, Ben and Ted. I found about that beer through them, and it's a pretty good beer. So if you can find one, I'd try them, man. They're really good. I always try to give you guys a show that we watch over the weekend, throughout the week, or something like that, But we found a show that we watched. It was called 101 Inventions That Changed the World. Well, I'm not going to list all 101 of them because I don't have the 3 hours to list them that it took. So we're going to play like a little David Letterman thing here. We're going to do the top 10. The top 10 inventions that changed the world. Number 10 is the internal combustion engine. Gets us where we got to go today. Number 8, bronze. You mix tin and copper together, get bronze. Number 8 is fire. We learned how to cook with it, how to heat our homes with it, stay warm and survive. Number 7 is the computer. Makes sense. Number 6 is the lever. The lever and the fulcrum. They figured out how to use that to lift heavy things. And number 5 of the top 10 inventions that changed the world is the transistor. That goes on your computer and your cell phones and on the circuit boards. Number 4 is the steam engine. Number 3 is the light bulb. Lighting up a lot of things around here, man. Especially when it gets dark time, because all they had then was fire, and you couldn't really take your fire everywhere. But then candles weren't invented, so the light bulb, flick a switch, light. Here you go. Number 2 is the printing press. That's how they shared news across the lands. They would, type of paper, ship it, and that's how news traveled back then. And it took a while for it to get there, but it's not like now, or I can do this video and y'all can be seeing it in 5 minutes after I'm done with it. So printing presses is good. Number 1. Can anybody think what the number 1 invention is that changed the world? It's not the thermometer, but it's the shape. The wheel. The wheel is the number 1 invention. Of 101 inventions that changed the world, the wheel is number 1. So, like I said, they all make sense. These top 10 were picked by physicists and lecturers and professors, scientists. They all sat down and just compiled this list. Amy took our dog Coco, took her to the vet Sunday, and she got her bath and combed and groomed and got her nails clipped and got her new collar, made her all pretty and everything. Well, when Amy was there to pick her up, the girl forgot to do Coco's nails, so he kind of took her back real quick and did her nails. The girl clipped one of her toenails really short to get up in that quick, whatever, that part of the dog's toenails that you don't want to get into and cut. And I guess Amy didn't know it till she got home. And she come in the house and she was carrying Coco, like, put her down, what's wrong? She said, no, her toes are, his foot's bleeding. She said, go look at the back seat of my car. I opened the back seat of that car and god damn, it looked like somebody got murdered in there. I mean, I looked at the back seat and I go, what the hell did they do to her foot? And they just cut that vein in her toenail, and it just bled. I mean, she had it all over the back seat, on the center console, and the front seat. I mean, it looked like somebody slaughtered somebody in there. I know there's a lot of good ways to get blood stains out. Now watch CNI want to come and do a blood test on my car. I used water and salt. Some water and in a spray bottle, just put some salt in it. I guess the salt breaks down the proteins in blood, and just kind of soak it a little bit. Don't have to soak it a lot, but a little bit, and let it sit for a few minutes. Dab it with a cloth, and pretty much it all comes right out. So I got the car all cleaned up, and I think it took me longer to rinse the blood out of the rag than it did to get it out of the upholstery of the car. Like, good Lord. I told him, I said, next time you take her in there, tell her to use the sander. You know, they had that little Dremel. Yeah. But they want to clip, just clip their nose real quick, and probably weren't paying attention to what they were doing, clip their toes. So I told him to make sure you tell them that you use the grinder on it next time. I mean, I know that sounds cruel. Use a grinder. It's not cruel. It's a lot safer than that clip thing. I guarantee you that. Like I said, I'm just going to do short today, but yeah, Valentine's Day's coming up, guys. So if you're getting your girl something, get her something. Girls, get you guys something if you want. If you feel like, you don't have to. I guess that's up to you and the individual, but it doesn't have to be anything expensive or extravagant. I mean, take her. Mine would be happy if I took her to McDonald's. Well, I would be too. I'd be ecstatic if we went to McDonald's. That'd be great. So, I mean, but I do have a gift for Amy and a card, so. Let's see, what else is going on today? Not much else today, guys. It's just kind of slow here. Just hanging out the house and getting a few things done that need to be done. So the grass is getting green. Let's see the grass. It's getting all nice and green in there. Look at that. Getting nice and green out through there. Got one little spot I need to fix. It's kind of like right there where we had the frosty snow mold, or the Christmas decoration sitting up there. Left a little brown spot up there, so I gotta get that fixed and get it all greened up, because I don't like brown spots in my yard. Just don't. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and just wrap this one up real quick. I know you guys, I don't want to take all your time. You guys got things to go do, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in, looking at me and listening to me. I know sometimes I just rattle, don't make a lot of sense, but you know what? Those of you that know me, that's pretty much all I ever did anyway. rattle off a bunch of stuff, and what in the hell are you talking about? I don't know. So, here we go. Anyway, guys, Men's Room Red, very delicious beer. From Bonnie Lake, Washington, Double S Ranch, Van Scooter Shackelford in a Hawks ball cap today. We'll see you guys later. It's time for a beer. Let's go.